Last week, Cedar Fair came out with all their new additions for 2023. It seems like every year, Cedar Fair is good for a massive new coaster. This year's a little different, but it doesn't make it any less interesting, as the chain claims they're investing a record $200 million. So let's run it down, look at what every park is getting, and rank these new additions from worst to best. Cedar Fair owns 11 parks, but not all of them will be getting something. Some parks are quiet about it, others tease us and don't deliver. I'm talking about Valleyfair. They posted a TikTok about getting clearance from the top for a brand new attraction. New for 2020 something. It gets cut off, and then the guy turns into a cat. So some people thought there would be an announcement for Valleyfair, but there was nothing. I guess keep your eyes open for next year. They are introducing the new Silver Pass. It's one step down from the Gold Pass, and it'll save you $1 a month. You just don't get the free fast lane if you bought it by August 14th, or the bring a friend ticket if you're a renewing pass holder. You also are not eligible for your 2 pre-K passes. Another park getting nothing is Dorney Park, though Cedar Fair did confirm that Grand Carnival would be coming back. It's kinda sad that they were on track to get a shuttle wooden coaster. COVID scrapped that plan, and it hasn't been brought back to the table yet. I wouldn't say it's dead, but the fact they skipped over this project for 2023 is not a good sign. They will also introduce the Silver Pass. Same restrictions as Valleyfair, except it'll save you $1.50 per month. Michigan's Adventure, shocker, nothing new here. But they are advertising a new standard season pass. This is $89 and it gets you every single perk the Platinum Pass does. Just, this one is only good at Michigan's Adventure. I imagine most of you Michiganders probably go to Cedar Point a lot more than this park, so not sure how useful that new season pass will be. King's Dominion just got a brand new area and a brand new coaster in 2022, that being Jungle Expedition and Tumbili. Some people thought, maybe, since Tumbili was such a small addition, we could see an announcement for the volcano plot of land, but that didn't happen. You know that's still on the way. We just have to wait another year, maybe 2, maybe more. You never know when it comes to King's Dominion. They are bringing back Winterfest and Grand Carnival, and they're also using the new Silver Pass with all the same restrictions, except this one is also not good for Haunt or Winterfest. You give up that, but you do save $1.50 per month. Kings Island is another park with not much to show coming off their 50th anniversary. They do have some new pass options, and these are quite different than the others. First, they have a Summer Pass. This has similar restrictions as a Silver Pass, but as the name implies, you can't get into Haunt or Winterfest or any time in the fall or winter. You're also giving up your early entry into Kings Island and the water park. In addition to Winterfest, they're also bringing back Grand Carnival. There is also one other pass they're offering this year, and that's the Prestige Pass. This reminds me a lot of the upper tier memberships from Six Flags. They cost a lot, but you do get a lot of perks. Here's what you're looking at. Instead of a 10% discount on food and merchandise, it's 15%. You get preferred parking on every visit. For 2 hours every day, you get to use a dedicated entrance just for Prestige Pass holders. On every visit, you get 1 front-of-the-line pass. Every year, you get 2 friend tickets. You also get access to VIP areas in the park and water park. There are also some undisclosed perks they'll probably roll out during the year. Prestige will run you $299 and it's only good at Kings Island. For that price, you can't even get into other Cedar Fair parks. To do that, you will need Prestige Plus, and that'll run you $399. Just be warned that your Prestige benefits will not work at other parks, aside from the 15% off food and merch. This makes sense because only a few parks are using the Prestige Pass. I'll talk about the others later, but that's kinda rough. If you don't want all the Prestige perks, you can still pay $250 and get your Platinum Pass and get into every Cedar Fair park. Now, let's talk about the parks that made announcements on August 11th. First, California's Great America announced they are bringing back Carnival at Orleans Place as well as Winterfest. They're also introducing the Peanut Celebration, where all the Peanuts characters take over the park. The All-American Corners area will have a new show, new food options, and 2 so-called new rides. They will be introducing a new Scrambler ride called Liberty Twister, and they're also reopening Orbit, the Schwarzkopf Enterprise. Great America will also be open on weekends year-round, starting in January. We all know this park has an expiration date. It's up to 11 years, but everyone thinks it will be much sooner than that. That being said, it is encouraging to see some new investment here. Maybe Cedar Fair thinks this will be around for a good amount of time. The park is also introducing the Summer Pass with the same restrictions as Kings Island. Obviously, no admission to their Halloween and Winterfest events, and that's $79 compared to the $95 Gold Pass. Down to the top 5, and next is Knott's Berry Farm. Ever since Montezuma's Revenge shut down for a massive overhaul, we wanted to know what the future would hold for the Schwarzkopf Classic. We got some answers last week, but we still don't know everything. It's getting a new name, Montezuma, the Forbidden Fortress, and it's going to have an immersive storyline and new surprise thrills. All the track between the 2 spikes has been removed, so we could be looking at a new layout and some new elements. I thought they were just going to replace the launch like Psyche Underground, but it appears to be much more than that. This sucks for everyone who wanted to preserve this classic, but I am really intrigued. This will be part of a new Fiesta Village, said to be revitalized to celebrate Hispanic cultural influence in Southern California. The Knott's Hotel is also getting completely overhauled in the common areas, and they're adding an outdoor banquet venue. Number 4 is Carowinds, one of the 2 parks in the chain celebrating its 50th anniversary. Once again, they are getting a rethemed area, something they have done 4 times now since 2017. The Crossroads section of the park is going away. This was the area between Afterburn and Copperhead Strike, and that's now becoming Aeronautica Landing. This will include 4 new rides: Air Racer, a Zamperla Air Race; Airwalker, a Zamperla Skater; Gearspin, a Zamperla Nebula Z; Gyroforce, which looks like a Chance Rides Trabant, and 1 rethemed ride. Hover and Dodge will make the classic Dodge's bumper cars feel like you're driving a hovercraft. There's also Terminal A, a restaurant and bar; Airdrop Supply Company, a walk-up diner, as well as a new game zone. Between years when Carowinds gets a new coaster, it's nice to see Cedar Fair overhaul the older parts of the park. It just shows how much they love this place. Carowinds is also using the new Silver Pass. You save $2 per month, but you don't get into Scarowinds or Winterfest. It's also one of the other parks using the Prestige Pass, but it's cheaper than the one at Kings Island. The regular Prestige Pass gets you all those great benefits, but it only gets you into Carowinds. And this one is cheaper than the Platinum Pass at $225. Prestige Plus is $325, and that gets you into all the Cedar Fair parks. But just remember, all your perks except for the food and merch discount are only good at Carowinds. Number 3 is Canada's Wonderland. First, they announced that Winterfest will be returning, but they're also getting 2 new rides. One is Tundra Twister, a massive flat ride with rotating gondola arms, twisting around 360 degrees, inverting its riders. It's a one-of-a-kind flat ride, and it just adds to Canada's Wonderland's amazing collection of flats. They're also getting a new coaster, Snoopy's Racing Railway. I did not see this coming. The park already has a bunch of family coasters, so this one didn't seem needed. But this isn't just any old family ride. This is being manufactured by Art Engineering, the same company that built Wonder Mountain's Guardian in the same park. And it's a launch coaster that hits a top speed of 31.1 miles per hour. There's a coaster just like this one in Austria. That's at a park called Fantasiana. It has a tire-propelled launch and goes through its 800-foot course twice, advertising 5 launches. It's a mild ride, but the kids will love it. And yes, I think even the enthusiasts will find it entertaining. I do wonder if this will reset their coaster clock, this coming 4 years after Yukon Striker, so we'll see if they get another major coaster in 2025, or if they have to wait till 2027. Number 2 is Cedar Point. After they removed Wicked Twister and the theater next door, we knew something was coming. Some people thought this would be a major new coaster, maybe a Gerstlauer Infinity, and on Thursday we got confirmation. It's a new themed area called the Boardwalk. It's right in the beach, and it's supposed to be a modern take on Cedar Point as it was 130 years ago. They're moving some flat rides to this area and renovating them, including the Scrambler, Tiki Twirl, and the Matterhorn. They're also adding a Zamperla Spinning Wild Mouse, paying homage to the original Wild Mouse coaster that operated from 1959 to 1963. The centerpiece of the boardwalk will be the Grand Pavilion, a nod to the original Grand Pavilion Entertainment Complex, a giant 2-story dining hall with balcony seating. This is definitely a different approach for Cedar Point. It's the first time they've added a small-scale coaster since 1999, but this area might be really nice and class up the park a little bit. It's also nice to add a new coaster that kids can enjoy. And because this is Cedar Point, their clock for another new coaster shouldn't take too long. Cedar Point will also be one of the parks introducing the Prestige Pass, using the same price as Kings Island. Prestige, $299. Prestige Plus, $399. Number 1 is Worlds of Fun. And yeah, I really said it. Number 1 is Worlds of Fun. Arguably the worst park in the chain, though I would argue that's Michigan's Adventure. After 14 long years, Worlds of Fun is getting a new coaster, and it's something. Just like Carowinds, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary, and just like Cedar Point, they're paying homage to an old coaster. This is Zambezi Zinger, a Skyline-designed GCI wooden coaster. And yes, this is going to be a wooden coaster that uses some Titan track. This is limited to the lift and the curve next to it, and we have to talk about that lift. This is a wooden coaster with a spiral lift, powered by booster wheels, and this is a direct nod to the original Zambezi Zinger, a Schwarzkopf speed racer that opened with the park in 1973 and closed in 1997. The lift hill maxes out at 74 feet. The ride hits 45 miles per hour, and it has 2,482 feet of track. When I saw this for the first time, I said it looks a lot like Invader at Busch Gardens. That was another Skyline-designed GCI, and it's also a smaller scale Woody. Invader is over 300 feet shorter in length, identical in height, and 3 miles per hour faster than Zambezi Zinger. Invader is a lot of fun, so I think this will be great, at least in the short term. We'll see how it ages and how much more Titan track ends up being put on. Truth be told, I really don't love the choice here. It seems redundant to Prowler and even Timberwolf. This park could have used a launch coaster, maybe with inversions. This coaster doesn't fill any gaps the park has, so it doesn't really make the park better, other than giving everyone one extra thing to ride. That being said, it's Cedar Fair's best edition, and it's nice to see Worlds of Fun get a win. For good measure, Grand Carnival is also coming back, and they're also going to use the Silver Pass, which saves you $1 but isn't good for Haunt. That's all for Cedar Fair's 2023 editions. Let me know which one's your favorite, which one you're looking forward to, and which ones you're going to experience next year. Before you go, if you can drop this video a like, I'd appreciate it. And if you're new here and love coasters, please consider giving me a sub. Also, check out my links below for my Discord server, and my second channel where I post copyright-free off-ride footage, and my baseball channel if you're a baseball fan like me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.